What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Animal Crossing slash E3 discussion. I'm your host, Blaze, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about E3, and really the most important thing about E3 is Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing at E3. Is it going to happen? It's looking more and more obvious that Nintendo was planning on holding Animal Crossing until E3, and that it seemed like they were doing that the entire time. I mean, I wanted to believe so much that we would hear something in early parts of 2019, but we just didn't get the information we were looking for. Really, anything. Nintendo's been super silent on everything Animal Crossing for the last, 5 months, and it'll be 6 months very soon. So, I have to say it's looking more and more likely that we're not going to hear anything until E3. I mean, at this point, it's May 14th today, so I mean, it's like at this point, it's like duh. I mean, we have 4 weeks left until E3 and Nintendo's presentation. So of course, we're not going to hear anything until E3. Of course, if they have an announcement, they're going to hold it off until E3, unless they decide to drop some kind of a surprise announcement. Which, let's be honest, Nintendo's not known for doing that. They did that one time with the Smash Brothers trailer maybe a few weeks ago, and that was the only time they ever did anything just out of the blue. So Animal Crossing is not one of those games that they're going to just drop out of the blue. So most likely we're looking at an E3 reveal. I think I'm 95% sure that they're going to release an Animal Crossing trailer. They're going to drop the Animal Crossing trailer during E3. We'll have some Treehouse Live events. We'll have all kinds of fun stuff going on. I'm going to be live at E3 watching all the presentations, whether it's Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, Ubisoft, Activision. I'll be live for all of them because you know what? Why not? It was super fun to do last year, and I'm going to do it again this year on my Twitch channel. Check it out if you want someone to hang out with and talk to, or you just want to kind of see my reactions. I will be live, so definitely stop in, especially if you see the Animal Crossing trailer and you want to just say hello. Definitely come by my Twitch channel. But having said all of that, I have updated my countdown board back here. It's now a countdown to Animal Crossing at E3. 27 days until we can see Animal Crossing at E3. And I really believe that if we don't get it at E3, it's probably not coming. Honestly, I don't see why they would release an Animal Crossing game, a trailer for it, if they're not going to show it at E3. That's like the one time they need to do it. So now, not coming is an exaggeration, but they probably are not going to do an Animal Crossing this year if they don't show it at E3. So I mean, 95% sure that it's going to happen at E3, and it's a very safe bet. If I was a betting man, I would probably get a nice return on my investment. If I put $100 down saying Animal Crossing is going to be at E3, I'd probably win that bet. So, but that's not all that's going to be at E3. I think there's going to be some great games coming out for E3, some really exciting things, enough to get people hyped and enough to really start thinking about what's coming in the future. So I don't think we have a date for Mario Maker right now, and I want to talk about some other games too, because I think there's a lot of other games to be excited for. Animal Crossing being the primary game that I'm extremely excited for, but I think there's some other games too that we can kind of get excited for, whether it's Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, whatever it is. Gaming brings us all together, and there's really no reason to have a war of consoles or games. Like, gaming has this wonderful ability to bring everybody together, and there's no reason to attack somebody for their choice of game. So whatever it is that you enjoy playing, I hope that you're excited for E3. And today I'm just going to talk about some of the ones that I'm excited for, and hopefully you are also excited for some of those as well. Mario Maker, I don't think it has a date as of right now. I want to say it's going to be June. I'm going to look that up real quick because I really don't know if it's going to be June or if it's going to be another, if they haven't set a date for it yet. I'm pretty sure they have not. Mario Maker 2. And I'm going to be picking that one up. I'm going to be playing that one when it comes out. So I want to say it's like mid-June or July or something, but I don't think they've put a date on it yet. Let me go to shopping pages here. It looks like they don't, as far as I can tell. So yeah, Mario Maker is probably going to be talked about at E3 and probably even given a launch date. Of course, I'll be playing Mario Maker when it comes out, so definitely, if you're interested in that, make sure you come by the channel. I'll be doing Mario Maker. I'm not very good at Mario, but I really enjoy making courses. I had a really fun course I made in Mario Maker 1, and Nintendo took it down. I guess people complained about it, but I thought it was really super fun. So it looks like June 28th. I'm sorry. So it does look like it has a date, June 28th, according to Walmart.com right now. So June 28th is the date for Mario Maker, and I'm sure they'll show off some courses for Mario Maker while E3 is going on. But as far as other things coming up, of course, I think we're going to see Pokemon. I think they're going to have a lot more information about Pokemon Sword and Shield, and we're going to see more Pokemon, more new Pokemon, and probably more about the Galar region as well. I think there's a lot to show off in that region, and I think that just showing off some of the new features and some of the new mechanics of the game might be cool too. I wouldn't be surprised if they have a new type of Pokemon. I would love to see a new type, but I have no clue what that type could be. We had Fairy type was the newest type to come out. Dark type, Steel type, those were not original types. They were introduced in newer versions of Pokemon. So who knows? I mean, I don't know if we're going to get a new type, if we're going to get a new Eevee evolution. I don't know what exactly is going to come out of Pokemon, but I'm very excited to see more information about Pokemon as E3 draws closer. I talked about Animal Crossing. I talked about Animal Crossing gameplay. I'd love to see just a whole Treehouse event of Animal Crossing gameplay. I think that's going to be super exciting. I'll watch, if it's 4 hours long, I'm going to watch all 4 hours. I'll probably DoorDash something because I need to be on top of that one. So it's going to be super fun. I think it's a good time to show off the Luigi's Mansion game as well. I think that's another game that Nintendo has not really talked about very much. They kind of showed a teaser trailer for it. So Luigi's Mansion 3 was teased pretty recently. I think that bringing that game to light and showing more information about it would be wonderful. A wonderful way to kind of show off the progress being made on that game. Maybe give a release date for the holiday season. Would be wonderful. I would love to see Luigi's Mansion. I'd love to play Luigi's Mansion 3 on Halloween. That would be a wonderful stream. So Nintendo, don't let me down, because that'd be super fun. They also talked about the new Zelda game, which is it's a remake of Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening for the Game Boy Color, and it's on the Switch, I believe. I don't think it's on 3DS. I'm pretty sure it's on the Switch. I don't know why I feel like it's on the 3DS. I'm just going to check it out real quick because I don't want to be wrong. But either way, I think they need to show off more about that game because I really think that game it looks really cool. I think my only problem with it is I don't necessarily like the plastic like action figure type look for it. That's the only thing I don't really like about it. Other than that, I think it looks awesome. Other than that, but that's the only thing I really am not super fond of is just the overly shiny plastic look to that game. Aside from that, I think it's going to be pretty cool. It is going to be on the Nintendo Switch, so that'll be interesting to see. And I love the artwork for it. I love the logo for it. And I remember playing Link's Awakening when it first came out on the Game Boy Color, and I loved it. And it was after I played Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons. And Link's Awakening was a wonderful, like for me, it was a follow-up to those games. And it was just super fun to play through. So I'm really hoping that this one's cool. I don't know if I'm going to get it right away, but it might be one of those games I pick up later on and kind of play through. But aside from that one, I think there's really only one other thing they can talk about at E3, and it's the perfect time to talk about it. Well, I'll get to that in a second. Before I forget, I do want to talk about Metroid 4. I think that Metroid 4 was just announced recently that Metroid 4 has gone through a different development cycle where they had to scrap what they'd already done, and a new development team came in, which was the core development team from Metroid Prime. Coming in to finish Metroid Prime 4. So, I didn't play Metroid Prime. But I know it's a very popular series, and I would love to go through and stream those games. Just because I never played them before, I think it'd be super fun to actually to go through one after the other and you know, see what all the buzz was about. I think I remember like watching people play it, and I just never really picked it up myself. But everyone I've talked to says that they're wonderful games. So if you enjoyed Metroid Prime, let me know why in the comments below, and I'll definitely consider playing through the series, because I feel like that'd be a really fun stream. But the other thing I want to talk about, and the most, not the most important thing, but probably the second most important thing to me, I saved it for last, is E3 2019 is the perfect opportunity to show off another downloadable character for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I think that we've got Joker, and Joker is a great character, but with all these game developers together and what seems like Nintendo is going to have third-party characters for the entirety of the DLC pack, it just seems like this is the perfect time to release a DLC character for Smash Bros. and say, you know, this is going to be the character. Fingers crossed that it's Banjo-Kazooie. I would absolutely love Banjo-Kazooie to be a part of Nintendo again, to be on the Nintendo console, to have a fighter in the game. I think it would be phenomenal, and I would probably consider maining Banjo-Kazooie because he's just such a cool character. There's been some talk lately about Microsoft having an involvement with Nintendo and discussions being had, especially when you think about the Xbox partnership, where I don't think it was Xbox games on Switch, but I think they had some kind of Xbox Live connectivity or something like that on the Switch, and that might kind of give us an insight into what might be coming. And I know that's a wild speculation that I've heard, and I hope is not true, is Master Chief being one of the downloadable characters. I don't think it would be a bad idea, but I do not want that to be in the game. And you could say that my argument is that it's too realistic, but Samus also has a suit of armor and she travels in space too, so it's not unrealistic. So or it's not too realistic when you consider that, but I personally would not like that. And I think if we're gonna go that route, there's a possibility of, if Master Chief makes it in, then there's a possibility of someone like Scorpion making it into the game too. So now those are all like just wild, crazy allegations and crazy things that I just wanted to touch on a little bit. I didn't want to talk about it all that much because I don't think they're gonna happen, but it would be crazy to see something like that come about. Other games I'm interested in, Borderlands 3, Mortal Kombat's going to have some downloadable characters, which all of them got leaked already, so if you know where to go or know where to find them, they're not hard to find. All the characters that Mortal Kombat 11 is going to have downloadable at some point. I won't spoil it, but they're all out there if you want to see them. Very interested to see what happens there. Borderlands 3 is going to be a game that I play on stream quite a bit. Because I loved Borderlands 1 and 2, and I really can't wait to get in and play Borderlands 3 with you, the viewers. And, you know, it's not Nintendo, but it's still a game, and I think that the whole point is to bring everybody together. So that'll be pretty fun. But aside from that, I don't really know what else they could announce. There's some other games out there that I think could be kind of surprise games, like maybe another like full-fledged Zelda game in the style of Breath of the Wild. Maybe it takes us to Termina instead of Hyrule. Maybe it's downloadable content where you actually play the hero from before, and you actually have to go through all these dungeons and collect things and go try to fight Ganon, but you eventually lose, and then you have to wake up 100 years later and do it all over again. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think outside the box as far as like what else could be announced at E3, but I know that that no matter what I say, I'm still going to be surprised by what actually comes. But that's what I wanted to talk about today. So I'm glad you guys had a chance to stop by and say hello. And if you liked any of the things I had to say, or if you disagree, or if you agree, or if you want to just add your own flavor, the place to do it is in the comments below. So hit me up on in the comments, and I do read all of them. So I'd love to hear what you have to say. But I am going to sign out. So thanks for stopping by today and hitting that like button and hitting subscribe too. I do videos like this on a regular basis now, so I'm very, very excited to see your smiling face or your username, however it works. I'm new to this thing, so anyway, thanks again, guys. I really do appreciate it, and I'll catch you on the flippity flip.